We are live again. We made it live from Virginia, USA, where it's 3:19 p.m. That will be USA Eastern. Welcome, welcome. Continuing with our discussions of expenses. How we, not necessarily expenses, but how do we spend our money? It may not be an expense, it could be a saving, it could be an investment, but how are you breaking down the money you make? Welcome, welcome. If you're watching this later, it was a live, and I put it upon myself to start these lives where I put categories, the way we spend our money in 10 categories, and I've been coming here every day. Sometimes I skip a day, but almost every day, to discuss all 10. And today we are on number 8. We've covered, let me first welcome the people. Oh, I saw Luki Cook in the house. Welcome, welcome, Kalibala, welcome. Kalibala, I need to get a trophy for being here late night all the time. Today we're missing Sophie. She has a sick baby. Oh, may Allah make it easy. Sister Sophie, we miss you, especially on this topic. I thought we'd have you, but yeah, let's pray for you, okay? Pray for the baby. How about all of you welcome? Please like it, please share. When you come later, please do the same because this is for everyone. Okay, so we covered 7. Today is number 8. The 7 are, I have to remind you, if you go, like if you come to my channel, you tapped on the live, they're all following each other. After this series, go back, we finish, I'll go back and do what we call optimization. I'll put them all properly and describe them properly and put these numbers on them. They'll be here for a long time. After I'm gone, hopefully YouTube will be here. You could watch them. So number 1 was housing. We spend money on housing. Number 2 was utilities, gas, electric, phone, Wi-Fi, all that. We discussed how you save, how much you're spending, all that. Number 3 was food, groceries, personal, household items. Number 4 was transportation. We covered number 5 as healthcare. Number 6 was debt, paying off debt, stuff like that. Number 7 was saving and investment. That was yesterday. And today we are number 8. And I think this number 8 is where the trouble is. That's why we are poor on this number 8. Do you know why? Because we are covering personal and lifestyle expenses. The way we spend money on ourselves. That's where the problem is. If you go, I like books. You see my books, right? And many of those books, they're stories of people who succeeded, okay, financially. They share their stories. In each one of them, you'll find there was a time when they were not spending money on themselves. They gave up on all those things that we're about to discuss today, and that's how they succeeded. There's no way you're going to make money if you're not saving any money. There's no way you're going to spend money to start a business if you don't have money to start it. And the way to start the business, I believe in business. The way you're going to do that is to save, have some way to start, right? So here is what we are covering. We're going to cover number 1, the definition. What do we mean by some personal and lifestyle expenses? Number 2, examples. And the examples I have for men and for women. Number 3, common mistakes that people make when they're dealing with these expenses. And number 4, tips to save money. And where I end with it is because I'm wearing these t-shirts. This t-shirt in school. Because the reason we are doing all this is to figure out how we are doing. Are we making enough money? Are we saving? All this. And then I want to invite you on this platform. That's where we make some money. Okay, so let's go. Welcome, welcome. Please put in the chat. Who is excited? Who's putting numbers? Why are you putting numbers on your names? Who came first? Who came second? I don't understand that one. Oh, Penina is here too. Welcome, welcome. Future doctor is in the house. Yay. Okay, so now, what is the definition? You know, when I do these things, I do some research. I come here as a reporter. I report. Although some things I have a little bit of knowledge, but I report. So what's the definition of these personal and lifestyle expenses? These are expenses. This is money spent on personal comfort, style, wellness, leisure, lifestyle choices beyond basic needs. So if you want to go, my opinion, if you want to take your life to the next level, you're going to decide to know the difference between a basic need and a want and luxury. You need to know. You have to stick on to cover only the basic needs. Let me give you an example. If it's food, when I was discussing food, I said you could say, okay, as long as I have the basic like vegetables, I have the beans. I'm talking about if you're cooking beans instead of buying beef, meat, whatever those. You say fish. You say I'll buy beans for now because we're trying to save some money. Beans are good. Nutrition is good, so you'll be okay. That's what we're talking about. Let me define it again because I think this is where we go wrong. Personal and lifestyle expenses are those expenses. This is the money you spend on personal comfort. Remember, comfort. So you be comfortable. And style, wellness, leisure, lifestyle choices beyond basic needs. Okay? Now, that one. Remember I said that's where the trouble is. Now, these they are important because they affect your budget and your savings and your financial goals. You want to use to wear, okay, to buy designer bags and designer shoes and designer shirts. Ooh, I remember I had a friend who was shopping here. She came here in America and was shopping. And went to this store, were buying t-shirts. I thought these were nice t-shirts. He said, my children will not wear those. They wouldn't wear those. I said, what? Young children? They say, I don't wear that. And yet it is good because people wear designer clothing. Here in America, people would say, like sneakers, they have to wear these $300, $400, $500 sneakers. So what some parents say to those children when they say, I don't wear that, they say, okay, go cut some grass. The good thing in America, there are ways to make some money. Go cut some grass, go help out some people and make your own money. But me as a parent, that's what I can afford. You can say that to the children over here. But if you're in a place where kids can't make any money, then it's a challenge. If they start deciding, I don't wear this, I don't wear that. Okay. Examples for men and for women. I'm going to start with men. For men, they have wellness and fitness. Okay, the gym memberships, the personal training, the sports classes. You see how all that? Oh, they take money. Okay, number 2, they have, we're still on men, beauty and grooming. They do skin care, shaving products, haircuts. Yeah. Number 3, clothing, accessories, casual, formal wear, shoes, belts, watches. Ha! Watches. You know, I used to have a cleaning business and enter homes. You find someone with a collection of watches, a collection. So much. You better be rich to do those kind of things. Okay, number 4, entertainment, hobbies for men. Subscription, gadgets, video games, sports equipment. That's how they spend their money. Number 5, dining and leisure, coffee, dining out, snacks, occasional splurges. Splurges. I never heard of this word. Okay, number 6, travel and experiences, weekend trips, concerts, events. And you know something they didn't even put right here? There is buying a car, but also buying a car, a luxurious car. So you go from just buying a car for use and then you just buy a car because that's the one you want. So that's what you're talking about. You could be doing all that, but then you're not saving any money because you could be buying that car on credit. They buy the Teslas at $100,000 and more. And then, you know, those other ones that cost even like $1 million. I don't know why people spend that kind of money on cars. I don't know. But maybe they have the money. Okay, how about the women? Wellness and fitness, gym, yoga, pilates, fitness classes. And the women spend money on beauty and grooming, skin care, makeup, hair salon, spa treatments. Yes. And then number 3, they spend money on clothing and they spend money on dresses and tops and shoes and handbags and jewelry. Oh my goodness. There. That's where the problem is. And you find that some people, they buy them, never even use them. Or they buy something, they use it one time. For example, before I came to America, I used to go to weddings. We had one, you're gonna even know a short story. So in Uganda, they used to be, they're doing it again now. They used to be very corrupt when they collect taxes, right? So they passed this law and said, you know what? We're going to separate the tax collection from the finance department to create this Uganda Revenue Authority. And we're going to make sure people don't touch anything. And we're going to approve every single person to be in there. At that time, where people who just finished university, so were the fresh ones. So they got all the fresh people. I was a little bit ahead of people who had graduated like 2 years earlier. Then they went to Makerere University and got all the young people and brought them to this Uganda Revenue Authority. Like had like 60 people, all new. You know, at that time, that was a large number to hire them one time. So they had so many young men. And what happened? We used to have so many weddings. They all started getting married. I could not believe it. 2 weddings every weekend. So for us who are attending these weddings, you have to find a new dress every weekend. I said, what? So the reason I brought that example, you end up over shopping. Because you have to shop to go to this wedding. You can't wear the same dress you were in last weekend. You can't, like, you end up buying when you shouldn't be. I don't know. That's why now in Uganda, I understand they started renting. The government says they just rent them. But I was buying and I was tired. Up to now, I don't like weddings. I got tired of weddings. Every weekend, 2 weddings. So the reason I'm talking about it, you end up spending money unnecessarily. And now you wear a dress one time, you don't wear it again. See, that's waste. But what do? So clothing, dresses, shoes, all these jewelry, belts. Oh, those are men. Oh, women, actually. Then handbags, you have to change to match the dress and to match the shoes. Woo! By the end of the month, you spend so much money, more than you make. Okay, entertainment for women. Subscription, books, that will be me, and books. For me, books, that's where I spend my money. But books were not that expensive. But then later I realized actually most of these books were in the library. You can find them in the library. So later I started, also right now I use a lot of audible in here. So it's cheaper, but he spent a lot of money on books. Yeah. So books, crafts, photography, hobbies. Yeah, I just love photos. Okay, number 5 for women, dining, leisure, coffee, casual dining, snacks, small indulgences. Yeah. Number 6 for women, travel, experiences, weekend trips, events, wellness, retreats. Yeah. And you know, you could say, oh, we are going out with the girlfriends. But you know how much money you spend? If you go to a good restaurant and you say, I'm sponsoring maybe 6 ladies or so, whatever you do, that's a large bill. Okay. Now, common mistakes that are made with these expenses. Spending, number 1. How many do we have? I have 6. Okay, spending impulsively on lifestyle items and clothing. And you know, while we're on this topic, let me tell you, there's something I learned, I didn't know, I learned later. That some people shop because they have a problem. They're like grieving or they lost someone. So people, like if a woman lost a child, they could just, whenever they feel bad, they go shopping. So they find people who have a lot of things. They even have the tags on them. They never even used it. So they just impulsive shopping. You just feel bad. And some women, when they have like money and okay, they have access to the money, and maybe their husband cheats or does something, they just go and waste it. They just go, let me waste this money. So you just go shopping, but you didn't even, there's no value to it. You may not even use it. So that's the thing. Try to avoid when you're feeling sad. It's like people who feel sad and eat, they overeat because of that. So we have to check, why are we shopping? Okay, spending impulsively. Number 2, paying for subscriptions or memberships not used. Oh, the gym. At the beginning of the year, everyone goes to pay for the gym. They never go. Yeah, subscriptions. Number 3, overbuying trendy clothes. Yeah, instead of essentials. You just buy, like I said, I don't wear that. I wear this. This is the style. You keep buying styles and you keep buying and buying. That's out of style. You buy another one. At least have somebody with that. Maybe you sell it or you give it out or something. but don't just have it pile it up. Okay, that was number 4, ignoring small daily expenses. That one is big, especially if you go to work. You go to work in the morning, you pass by a 7-Eleven. When you go maybe to a gas station, you put gas in the car or petrol in the car, and you buy a snack, something, some coffee, something. You spend like $10. Then you do that every single morning. How much is that a week? See? That's why I remember asking my husband that, you know what, instead of buying this coffee 7-Eleven every morning, let's just buy a coffee maker. So we saved a lot of money by doing that. Prepare your own coffee, buy lunch. And when you go lunch, you may take a friend, pack your own lunch, buy a food flask. Okay? Yeah. You know what, small daily expenses, coffee, snacks, small luxuries. Yeah. Because once you go over there, you find yourself picking something else. Maybe there's a cookie somewhere, things you didn't even intend to buy. You just buy because they are over there. And those people are very smart. They put them like right there where you're checking out. So you pick them up. Okay, number 5, not tracking personal and lifestyle spending. Yeah, you don't even know how much you're spending. That's why I'm doing this, so you can put them down and write and see how we are doing. Number 6, confusing occasional treats with regular habits. Okay, what does that mean? I wish Sophie was here. Then now she would help me explain this. What do you think this means? Confusing occasional treats with regular habits. So are they saying that occasional treats are good? Who can help me? Rookie Cookie. They're saying we confuse habits, regular habits, with occasional treats. The way I'm thinking that it's okay to say, okay, once in a while, I'll go and spend it and feel good, right? But don't make it a habit where we always do that. Is that what they mean? I think so. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we finished the mistakes that people make. So now the tips to save. How do we save on these personal and lifestyle expenses? Set a budget for every category. You say, you know what? For beauty, I spend like this. For clothing, I spend like this. I go to a salon maybe once a month. I do this, maybe I go to a spa, maybe like that. So it fits in your budget. Number 2, track all the expenses, weekly, monthly, to see where the money is going. So you can say, you know what? I've been going to a salon every 2 weeks. Maybe I need to cut that one and go. Even the style you do. I used to spend a lot of money on hair. The style you do matters. You could say, okay, that's too much. Now I'll do this style. You change it. Okay, number 3, prioritize value and joy. Okay, spend on things you truly use and enjoy. Number 4, limit subscriptions. Cancel ones. I just did. I just went through all my business subscription and I canceled some. Yes, cancel some if you don't use them often. And number 5, plan clothing purchases. If you are going to buy, okay, you could even say, like for us, for example, we normally shop. Almost everyone I know wants to wear something new on Eid. I'm a Muslim, especially the Eid after fasting. It's hard for you to show up with the old clothes. Oh my goodness, want something new. And for men, the women expect something new, some good dress, right? So you may get a new one for that Eid, but then there is another Eid that comes up like a few months later. So you could say, okay, new dress, but I use the same hijab or the same shoes for us Muslims. So you mix it up. You say you buy thinking of the second Eid. You say, okay, for this one, maybe everything is going to be new, but for the second one, I'll only buy this new one. So you don't have to go full shopping for each time. That's a tip. Okay, plan clothing. And around, also think of the seasons. Buy things. Here they do that. They know they buy for spring, they buy for summer, they buy. And some people actually buy twice a year and they throw it away. So they shop, it's very, very common. They shop for spring and summer, and then now everything is packed away. They pack it and put it. Remember, I used to clean homes. I know what they do. They say, okay, now let's clean up everything for the summer. Let's give it away. But they're good. They give it away to people who need it. And then they shop for winter. And then winter comes and the cold weather goes. They pack it up and give it away and they shop again. So they shop twice a year like that. I used to do that when I had, because for children, they rarely come back to the same clothing in the other year. So actually you have to do that. You recycle them, you remove them, because by the time the season comes, they're not wearing the same size. So you have to sort them, remove them, and then we would shop twice a year. Yeah, that works. No plan, how you gonna do that? Okay, another tip. DIY, do it yourself. At home alternatives for beauty, wellness, hobbies. Yeah, you could do your own skin routine. You could do your own, so much people do. So these days, if you choose to, and with this YouTube, they show you step by step how you do things. You do it yourself. Okay, number 7, review quarterly. Adjust spending habits, identify unnecessary expenses. I took long to review mine. Took me a few years to review, especially this online stuff. You see us here, we spend a lot of money. Like this software I'm using right now, you see my name over there. I spend a lot of money every month. So you could say, okay, I'm paying for this one. Then I have another one and another one. Then you decide which one to remove. So review and decide which one you need, which one you don't. Use Smart. Yeah, like that. Number 8, use deals and discounts. Yeah, sales wisely to avoid buying things you don't need. And like right now, as I'm recording this one, soon we're going to have the Black Fridays. You could wait. You could wait and say, no, I'll wait for that big sale. So I save some money, over 50% off sometimes, or more, 80% off. Okay, so let me ask. I've been talking. Let me ask you who are listening. Please say hello. I see you over there. I don't see you in the chat. Put hello in the chat so I know who you are. And thank you for being here. So what expense of the things I'm talking about, which things becomes a challenge for you? Rookie Cookie, can you hear? Rookie Cookie, which one of these do you find to be a challenge that you can't give it up? You want it. Which one is, but it's expensive. What is it? Going to a salon or buying designer clothing? What is it? Those of you who are going to watch it later, please put in a comment. Which item of these items that are listed do you find challenging to give up? Yeah? What? For me, I gave up on the physical books. But these are not luxuries anyway. Books are not that expensive. I gave up on the luxury books, on the physical books, but I buy audio. I subscribe to Audible, so I just listen to them. But now I miss the physical book. I used to read books all the time, and it's good for your brain. So, but as far as the other stuff, I don't even know how to waste money. By the way, I don't know how to waste money. No, because I use it everywhere I spend my money. I feel like it's necessary. It's important. So no wasteful spending for me. Okay, so is anyone adding a comment? Let me ask you, Herbert. Sometimes you give me interesting answers. Which one of these personal items do you tend to waste money? Which one? Let me see. 341. Which one do you spend money on? You want me to go back really quick and read for you? Where do you tend to spend money? I'm asking a man. That's a man. Where do you spend your money? Let's go for men. We said the gym, sports, stuff like that. Skincare, shaving, haircuts. You could go for haircuts when it's not even needed. Some people say, I go. It's like washing a car. Someone could say, I wash my car every day. Do you know there's a service over here? And they say, if you pay so much a month, you could wash your car anytime you want. So there's someone who would take their car every day to be washed. Can you imagine? Yeah, so you could say, I have a haircut wherever, but sometimes you don't even need it. Okay, where are you? Looking cook. Oh, I was hoping for a response. Buying shoes and clothes. Really? You spend money, you overspend on buying. I didn't expect that answer. Really, you do that? Why? Why do you overspend on clothes? That's bad. So be careful, okay? We got some tips now. When you buy, the people who know about this matching of colors, they would say, okay, if you have, that's why a black handbag, black shoes. Those are very, very popular because they go with anything. So you could say, I'll buy this because it will go with this, this, this. There are people who show you that, okay, you buy like pants or trousers and this shirt, the white shirt and the brown jacket, whatever, and then you show you how they combine them. That you just switch them. This time you put the white shirt and the next time a blue shirt, but then you switch. Like they are three, but they're making a combination. So when you go to buy, do that, okay? So that something can match with something else, especially if you are a person who is expected to dress up professional, like when you go to work. Okay, so I think let's end this so not make it too long. Yeah, I like to be under 30 minutes. Yeah, that is the goal where I'm doing this. The reason why I'm doing this, it started off with me inviting all of you to come make money online. And then you are like showing you are comfortable in your jobs. You don't want to make more money. So I said, okay, I'm going to show you that actually you need more money. So I started off with an exercise and I invited some people on Zoom and we're discussing these 10 expenses. I said, list how much you pay for each one of them. So we did housing, utilities, food, transport, health, debt, saving, investment, all that. And say, okay, what's your total? Compare it with how much you're making. And guess what? All the people were negative. Especially if you're in America, you could think you're doing well when you're not, because they're mixing credit cards. They were in negative. And even if you're not in negative, they found that they're overspending. That's why I went through this exercise to say, you know what? Let's go through it. Let's see how we are doing. And then I'm going to, maybe you don't have emergency fund. Maybe you're not saving. I want to show you that actually you need to make more money. That's the whole purpose of this. And if you are making enough already, okay, you feel you're good, at least figure out a way to save it, invest it. Yeah. But in the end, we all need more money because something could happen, a lawsuit, an accident, like what happened to my husband, something could come. So you never know, you never say, I have a lot of money, because at some point we're going to be very, very, very old. We want to have some money right there to pay for whatever we need. So the people take care of us, but they don't worry about money. Because if you have your money, at least, you know, those grandkids, they want to come visit Jaja, grandma, because you have some money, right? That's what I want. Okay, so that's it. So I end up and I invite you, after I think I've proven to you that you need more money, then I invite you. This school life, we ended it. It's still here. Then I invite you to my free community where after I finish this, I'm going to take you, everyone over there to the free community, this one. So please come if you're not there yet already. That link that I just put, come, is free and join, because after I finish this series, we finish number 8 and let me find number 9. What's number 9? I'm getting the name for number 9. Because I didn't, okay, we are saving, investing. Oh, children. We are discussing children next. Tomorrow, it's going to be children expenses. And then after that, it's going to be any other that you didn't think about, any other expenses. Then after that, we'll wrap it up. And now we're going to action. How do we make more money? These topics are going to still be here. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Please, when I close this, don't leave really quickly. Add a comment. And if you come later, please like it, please share it, please subscribe to the channel. If you care about a good life, making more money, saving money, passing money, making money online, working from home the way I do, those are my topics. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. We miss you, Sophie. Maybe you'll be able to watch this. Add in the comments when you come, what did you take away? I miss you on this topic. I thought it would be very, very relevant. Rookie Cookie, you are very good at supporting, but adding a comment after that one is what we are missing. Because we chat in the chat, but then we need the live to say what we took away for the people who come later. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Those of you in Uganda, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back, God willing.